Hi, I'm Taylor. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Welcome back. I am Dr. Taylor Burrowes. I'm an online coach and consultant for those of you who don't know me. I'm a former therapist. I'm retired now. And today I want to do a reaction video to one of Amanda Barnett's about the 3 needs that men have for women. I thought this video was really well done. She talked about 3 main points that I absolutely agree with, and I'm really just going to expand on and add a couple of things. So she talked about respect, support, and physical affection. So I kind of lump respect and support into one thing, but you can absolutely separate them like she did. The way I define respect is really that sense of deference. It's going to be a dynamic that is created where she totally surrenders to her supportive role. And this is why I group them together, because respect is about that deference, that honor, and that loyalty that helps to create that space in the relationship that makes you feel safe. But also that respect is communicated because you know what to expect in the relationship, and you know that you're looked at very admirably by your loved one, right? So your partner is going to respect you because he sees you as important, or she sees you as important in this case. When you have that level of trust and that secure base with each other, when you're apart, when you're separated, for whatever reason, you're not going to feel nervous or anxious or threatened at all. You have that sense of confidence and security in each other, and you know that there's nothing to worry about. And that's really important for both of you, but especially for the man who may want some downtime or alone time or time with the guys, that you're not going to be blowing up his phone, worried that something is happening. And that really goes a long way. Giving a little bit of space, a little bit of time to miss each other is going to really help the relationship flourish and keep that polarity alive. A man needs to know that he can be fallible, that you kind of get him, and you understand that he is not perfect, and that's okay. So that is going to go a long way as well for you to feel like, you know, that there is that security in your relationship and you're committed and invested, and it's a priority to both of you. When a woman respects her man, she has confidence in his leadership abilities. She trusts him. She's going to seek that leadership potential in him in any moment. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't have her own, right? Like, she's going to be competent as well, and she's going to have her own interests and passions and her own opinions. She's lifting him up, and she's helping him in all of his goals that are important to him. The loyalty is really key though, right? Like, we need to be clear that loyalty is not just about not having sex with anybody else. Loyalty is also about honoring the boundaries of the relationship, seeing it as primary, and prioritizing the relationship above all other relationships. This communicates deep respect to the man, and he needs to see that from you. He needs to know there's solidarity in the team. And if you have any kind of wandering attention, then it's going to create a crack in that trust and confidence that he has in you and in your life together, which is not good. For the woman, you need to really be clear about those relationship ethics and those boundaries, and not humor other men. Even if it's innocently, you need to make sure that you have the clarity around your boundaries so that you act appropriately at all times. He is your priority, and that the relationship must be honored at all times, and you carry yourself with that class and grace no matter what. It's really, really important. So then going to the physical affection, I think it is so important, right? That it's not just the softness, but it's also the sexual touch, where you are having more passionate interaction and leading to more of a sexual gratification. Definitely making sure that you're having that contact and you're making that those feelings known so that he feels confident and he feels loved and he feels cared for. That's really going to help him, like Rebecca said too, build that self-esteem that he needs to have. And it just feeds his masculinity, that masculine energy that's going to create and sustain that polarity that's so important and central to a healthy relationship. And the last thing on the list that we haven't mentioned yet, even if it was implied or implicit, I want to make it explicit because it's that important. A man needs you to be feminine. He needs your warmth. He needs your softness. He needs your gentleness and your tenderness and your love. All that makes you a beautiful woman. But when I say a feminine woman, I mean that she is predominantly feminine. And she's going to have some masculine traits as well. She's going to be integrated and healthy and well-balanced, just like he's going to be masculine and well-balanced and integrated. But obviously there are going to be feminine traits in him too. That's just how we work. You want to make sure that you're bringing out that femininity and that sensuality that we talked about, and that warmth and that sweetness and that kindness and that nurturing. He needs that. So let's make sure that we have all of these things in order to make our relationships flourish and fulfill each other's needs. So there clearly is a list that's very similar and complementary in the opposite for women. But for now, I want us to hold on to those 4 things that I talked about. What were those 4 things that men need from their woman? It's trust and acceptance, respect, loyalty, and honor, physical affection and passion, genuine desire, and femininity and warmth. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below, and we can keep the discussion going. Ciao!